Good afternoon, YouTube. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, I told you on Tuesday I was going to get something really cool that I ordered from Europe, and it came. I actually just got it. It came in Saturday night, and I opened it up. I have not tried it, but eyeballing it, it doesn't look like it's quite the right fit. But I'm going to try it anyway, and I want to show you this miner's lamp. It is a ARRAS, A-R-R-A-S, ARRAS miner's lamp, and it's the real deal. It's not a replica or a piece of home decor. I thought we could dig into this. I'll show you what I've done to it over the years, and maybe we can get this lit up. So if you're into that, stick around and let's do this. Came from Gary Chedji, 67 Studland Park, Westbury, Wiltshire. Got his collector of mining memorabilia, and it came from, gosh, it bounced all over the world. It took almost a month to get, but anyway. I'll keep Gary's card in case I got any questions. Here's the guy. I don't know if that's going to be backwards to you guys or not. It probably is, knowing me. But anyway, I'm going to set this box aside. And here's the part. It's the globe. And as you can see, it has this filament that pokes up, that pushes up into this chimney, and I was able to get my measurement across fairly well, but it was difficult to get the measurement vertically, and this looks a little bit small, but we're gonna try this out. Plus I want to show you some of the things that I had to do to get this going. This has definitely seen some years. So there's the bottom, and if you look right there, there's two little prongs right there. And what I did is I took a socket like that, and I made a tool that would go in there and fit in those holes and open up the area where you would put the fuel. Secondly, this took some doing. Is this plate? You see that little almost looks like a screwdriver right there? This must fit perfectly in there, because when you do, on the bottom side, if you look at this, watch this. It's spring loaded. Boom. It'll light it from underneath. Isn't that cool? There's also a wick adjuster here. I'm not going to fool with that, but it is bone dry. So the first thing let's fit this globe in there and see if it'll go. All right, so there we go. We need to get this lined up. Oh, it moved a little bit when I did that. That was kind of down. Maybe I can get it. Getting the striker, the old Flint was swollen and rotten inside there, and it was something else to get that cleared out, and to get the new Flint, its ability to move up and down with the spring. But that was quite some time ago. So anyway, here's our fit. Yeah, see, I could have went a few more millimeters in width, but I'm not worried about as width as much as I am this coming down and seating on top of the globe. So I'm going to set it on the globe and then screw this down, because if this doesn't close all the way, then that's going to be problematic. And that was an expensive guesstimate. Okay, so far so good. I got about 1/4 of an inch to go. Okay. We're looking pretty good. It's tight. No, it's not tight. It's still going. Oh, and it's snug. It's perfect. It's a little bit gappy this way, but the height is perfect. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we need to take it off. Take this off. Just so you know, that was $50. So it was a $50 guess. Now, this is kind of complex in here. There's like double layers in here. What I understand is that these actually were not produced actually for light, for like lighting up a big area. They were actually used for testing, for other gases or something like that down in the mine. Like the flame would behave differently. That's what I understand. I don't know that to be 100%, but that's what I understand what these were actually for. They do put off light, but not a lot. So let's get our fuel tool in here. Let me get a socket. I'll do it. There. That'll do it. All right, I'm choosing to go with white gas, Coleman fuel, Napa. They said that the Cosmoline was the original fuel that would have been used for this, and like you could use like Zippo lighter fluid, but I don't have any, and it's expensive, and I have a ton of this, so I'm going to go with the Coleman white gas today. Okay. I got something in here. Oh, this is brand new. You guys zip off the snippy. That'll help. All right, let's do it. Let's fill it up. It's got wadding in here, down here, so it's got to go in and soak up. It's getting there. Okay, that's full. That's full, but we're gonna have to let that. Oh, I'm gonna put a little skosh on the wick. There we go. Now let's give this a little bit for that fuel to soak up. Put our fuel cap back on. The use in those two slots, that's the way it was. Someone was using this without making a tool for it. So I'm just being careful with it. I don't want to cause any more usage to that. There we go. And now let's sop up any of this excess. go. Also cleans it real good, doesn't it? Okay. There we go. All right, here's our striker plate. And we're going to align this little gap right here with that key right there. Nice. However, this is kind of wampus in here. Why is that doing that? There. Now let's do that again. There we go. That's correct. Now, if we've done our due diligence, if I hold this plate down, we're going to put our lovely new globe on. This, I don't know, cabin filter kind of thing here. It goes up into the chimney. Oh, there's some spider webs up there. Hang on, I'm going to blow these out. Okay. This goes up in here. Like that. And I'm going to get you guys a better look. How's that? This is going to come down carefully. And I'm going to let it rest on the globe. Okay. I want to monitor this because it's got a little play from side to side. I want it to be as square in that opening as I can. I honestly think that the height turned out perfect, and that was the measurement I was most concerned about. Okay, now it's starting to tighten. There it is. And it's tight, and that's tight. It ain't moving. How cool is that? All right, there it is. I'm going to give you another little look at the bottom. It says number 50 right here. That was probably the mine. You know, there was probably hundreds of these lamps in there. This is number 50, and very heavy, by the way. This is not little pot metal peat here. It's also 50 at the top here. Let's see the hook, and there we go. It's very heavy, very heavy. I wonder what this thing weighs. Well, what does it weigh, Steve? Well, I'll tell you. Almost 5 pounds. Just under 5 pounds. All right, I think we've waited long enough for that wick to seat in there. Let's light it. Okay. You saw it light before. One drop. Okay. Back on there. Okay, there we go. That glass is very, very thick, and it says it's borzolite. I could have bought a cheapo knockoff miner's lamp on eBay, you know, for 25 bucks and stole the globe out of that, but I would almost guarantee that it's not going to be flame resistant. Let's try this again. Woo-hoo-hoo. It wanted to. Why did it do that? Huh. I don't know if it's going to do anything, but look, see how rusty this screen is? See how I've cleaned a little bit there? Let me see if I can open up some of these pores carefully. And now the outer one. This is the inner, and that's the outer. The screen is definitely rusty. With this was, I found that this screen was in this screen, so what happens if we just put this screen on? It works. Now what happens if we put both screens on? Which is what we had before. It's working. It's working now. Now I wonder if that flame is too high. Let me poke the before this gets too hot. Let me lower that wick down to skosh. Where it was, remember? So that's what it was. It was surface rust on both of these goodie baskets. Now, will this light now? We're fixing to find out, aren't we? That goes on there. This goes back up into the chimney. No. Without the globe. Okay, so this wick is too low, I'm guessing. Pull it back up. Also giving it a little trim. There we go. That lit. We'll light with the globe. Yes. We'll light with the stack. The chimney. Yep. So the only thing that can't be tested is the change. Nothing touches this though. This floats in here. There's nothing, and then there's vents all the way around here and at the top. So I mean, it should be the same result. This should do it. Getting close. Here we are with the glass off again. Lights right up. Here we are with the inner and then the outer, and we're fine. That goes on. This goes on. Okay, I'm cheating. Oh my gosh, there it is. Oh, there's the lamp, but I just can't get it. It will not light assembled. I can light it and put it all together, and it's, the only thing I can think of is that it still doesn't like maybe too much rust in those screens. Maybe I need to give them a vinegar bath or something, or see if I can get new screens. I don't know. I doubt I would ever be able to find something like that. Or take one out, you know, to give it more air. But I think that's what we've got. We've got ourselves the lamp here. I just tried to do a little bit of reading about it, and get this. When you go to put one of these out, all you do is you hold it in one hand and then you slap the bottom. Let me see if that'll work. Yep. Do we dare try to light it? Oh, almost. So close. So close. All right, well, if somebody knows something I don't know, the only thing I can think of is it's got to be that airflow up in those screens. Thanks for sticking around. You got to see it light at least. But there's got to be a way to light that from the outside. You can't take that apart and do that every time. That's craziness. So that's the only thing I got left to do. Thanks for sticking around. I hope everybody has a great week. Be safe, everybody, okay? And we'll see you around.